Alright, hello. My name is Inconsistent. I'll be doing the All Visions category of this game, which requires you to play all visions, if the name didn't imply that already. So, oh, whoops. I started time before I was supposed to. That's not good. I should count down as well. So time will start, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, Klonoa is a 2.5D platformer. Though that little bubble that I just popped, that is a Phantomile. In each vision, there are 12 of them. We need to collect all 6 to unlock the extra vision at the end of the game. And once we do that, that is the requirement for this category, to free all the prisoners and play that extra level. So the game only uses 2 buttons. That is one to jump and one to shoot your wind bullet. That wind bullet allows you to grab enemies. It can also be used to, break the bubbles, as you saw, and hit switches, which you'll see in some of the later levels. But right now, it's just good movement to collect all the Phantomilians here. I think it's fine to respond to chat, so I'll be doing that.
Yeah, that is absolutely fine, or I can read messages from chat as well occasionally if there's any questions about the run. Anything is absolutely fine.
Okay. So, we've collected all of those guys. You might have noticed that instead of starting from a new game, I started from a save file. That is because the game actually doesn't keep count of your, I believe it's Dreamstones the first time through. And then even if you do collect all the Phantomilians first time through, I don't believe it lets you play the extra vision until you do all of that, until you replay the entire game again, which is why we start from a save file. And I've already missed the vision by talking too much. Alright, so here is an auto-scroller. Can't really do anything here. So, branching paths are usually, the big thing in a lot of Klonoa games. Well, in the mainline Klonoa games. You can see there was a top and bottom path that I could have taken. I had to take the bottom path to reach, this area here. Which is, where a vision is at. Or a Phantomile. I'll be using that interchangeably. Usually I say I grab a vision, or I grab a Phantomile, or I grab a prisoner. I mean the same thing, no matter what I say. Here I'm gonna go for a trick that will hopefully save. Never mind, I messed it up. No, I'll go for it again. Alright, well, my timing's not good enough there. But the idea is, you can do something called an ultra jump, which will... I'm not gonna die at the second level of the game. I'm not gonna die at the second level of the game, I wouldn't do that. But yeah, that vision at the bottom there, I can do something called an ultra jump, which stores my position in that wind current that I was trying to double jump in. And if I do that, then I can then wall clip to the lower area and grab that Phantomile, then ultra jump upwards back to the main plane. But, you know, that didn't go so well. Rongo Lingo has damage boost strats, but I don't know if I can do them with the amount of health I have now. But I'll go for it. I'll try it. Oh yeah, I can hit this. Or not. I don't want to die. I don't want to lose too much time here. So it has been a while since I've run this category, so I will probably be missing a lot more Phantomilions and forgetting a lot of the strategies used, but I will try to do most of them in a semi-fast way. Like here, you can snipe a Phantomile in the background by waiting for the camera to line up and then throwing it into the background there, which saves having to go onto this upper path here. Wow, my move popped before reach. There we go. That's what was supposed to happen. Alright, so here, we can do a door clip. This allows us to skip grabbing a key. It's very technical how it works, but the idea is that the game checks the, Sorry. This is not going so well. The game checks the move's collision a frame later than it does Klonoa's position. So if you're holding a move and then you jump into geometry, the game will try and push Klonoa out in the opposite direction, but you have a 1 frame window where you can turn, and then the game applies that opposite direction to cool save there, to like push Klonoa further out of bounds rather than inbounds. So you can do that at multiple doors to not have to open them. And I missed a vision. I think if I miss one, I'll just continue because this is a marathon. And I'd rather not spend too much time not doing it, not playing the game. So I will apologize for that, and also forgot to split there. So please, this is not a valid all visions run anymore, but imagine it is, and that I didn't miss any.
That's fair. It's still a fantastic showcase so far anyway. We're having a great time.
Alright, so... This is probably one of my favorite levels in the game, just because I like all of the cool, fancy effects, especially in the remasters of this game. I guess that's something I should mention, which is the version I'm playing on. Well, one, there's a wall clip. That jug pot can push you into the wall there. You can also just wall clip normally, but I didn't have. I just figured I might as well use the jug pot since it was right there. But yeah, the version of the game I'm playing on is the PS1 version. Klonoa 2 was released on the PS2, and then Klonoa Wii came out sometime in 2008, I believe, which is a remaster of the PS1 version that I'm playing now, with, you know, updated graphics and voice acting. And then, you know, 2023, I believe, 2022 or 2023, there was another remake of this game, remakes of Klonoa 1 and 2. So, you know, if you want to play the game on a modern platform, then your best way to do that is to buy Fantasy Reverie, which is the one that remasters those games for current systems. I can wall clip here. Or I could wall clip here if I could get it. There we go. Wall clips are fairly hard to get quickly, mainly because it requires you to do multiple one-frame inputs, which is not the easiest, I'll say.
Yeah, those wall clips look precise. That's pretty cool.
Alright, so this is Pamela. She's pretty cool. She's the fish in Go Fish. So, the best pattern for her is to get 4 lunges. Like that jump that she just did, I really want to get 4 of those. But she also has 2 other attacks she can do. One is for Seed Off, the guy on her back, to jump on a spike ball, and then ride that, then we have to grab him. Or, you know, she does this bubble attack, which is not great, but it is what it is. It's fairly hard to grab Seed off of her back, especially when there's a spike ball coming at you and you aren't trying to take damage. There we go. But yeah, that's Pamela. So there are cutscenes, but obviously we skip all of them because we don't want to waste any time watching them. So 3-1 has 2 wall clips I can show off, which are pretty cool. But those are like at the halfway and then I want to say end of the level. So we won't get to see those for a while. Instead, we get to see how many visions I can remember to grab. I do know that there aren't any at the start here. The first comes at the top of the next area. We're gonna try and do a plane jump here. That gondola's collision can clip into the ground next to it, and we can save like half a second. I believe it's like a second or half a second by flipping onto that plane, then jumping over the gondola instead of waiting for its collision to go down. That's a neat little time save there. Alright, so here is our wall clip. We're going to... Well, the idea is that you want to hit that those boxes in the background to then grab a key out of those boxes. But you can just door clip there, which is pretty fun. And then skip doing that. I don't know why I'm doing the, that. I believe, no, I feel like I'm missing one. But I'm not sure. Even if I do miss some, that's fine. I have a I'm surprised I still made that. I have a save, which does have all of them. So if I do miss any, it's okay. Ah, right, the flower one.
I was just gonna say, we've been told about the flower one.
Yeah, the stream delay, kind of, affects me a little bit because they don't get to read chat, as quickly. And given that it's been like, I want to say half a year since I ran this category, a lot of things I've missed and forgotten for sure. So I do apologize for that. We want to bring a Moo with us to this area, so we don't have to grab this guy twice, but as you saw, my Moo popped in that last section, sadly, so we have to continue without him. There's a cool trick you can do here, the switch hit trick, which allows you to not do any of that actually, and skip riding that gondola in the background and hitting that switch there. I didn't forget about you. Yeah, that's one of the flowers that you're supposed to get. There's another flower before that that I completely forgot to grab. Whoops, I do not want to save. Yeah, it's not easy to remember all of them. Just because of how many there are. Some of them you kind of can't forget since they're like right there. Alright, well, that was the worst I've ever done on that. I'm trying to set up double jump storage here. Alright, I didn't get it. The idea is you can store a double jump. Wahoo! Yeah, there's a lot of wahoos in this game. But the idea is you can store a double jump. The game will buffer when you first grab an enemy with your wind bullet and he's on that, if you press the jump button like during the time that he's still in the air, like not like he's in the air but not in your hands, and you press the jump button, the game will try and do a double jump as soon as he enters your hands. So it basically buffers it. But if you land on the ground before he's able to double jump, the game's like, well, we can't jump now, he's not in the air, so what are we gonna do? But, you know, for some reason, well, not for some reason, I guess I should reword that. I should say, once that double jump is stored... There you go, I remember you. Once that double jump is stored, going up to a door... I have to grab you now. Going up to a door will then initiate that double jump that you stored, allowing you to go through a door's collision, like 2 seconds earlier, I think. So it can save a bit of time if you actually do it quickly. And I am not doing this quickly, clearly. It's not very often that I have to run and commentate at the same time. So I do apologize for that. There I tried doing the double jump storage, but in a different way. It didn't work there. Gotta get the bridge one. I didn't. Oh, I didn't notice. That's awkward. Where's my checkpoint? Okay, this isn't too far back. This is fine. I did not notice my health there. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. While we're getting back to where we were, do we have time for a quick message?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, cool. So we've just opened up some new bid wars for tomorrow. So we have 2 new bid wars, no more incentives, but 2 more bid wars. The first one is for Terra Australis tomorrow, and that's a save or kill penguin. That is a very, very short run, so we will need to get our donations in before that takes place tomorrow. That will be the 4th run of the day tomorrow at 3:40 PM BST. So get your donations in for that. We also have a name bid war for the Little Gator game, and the options for that are available on Tiltify. So we have Chomper, Green Jamin, Swamp Puppy, or Tony Crop. Currently, no donations have been put in for either of those, so if you want to be first in, then do get your donations in for those.
Alright, so now I can continue to where I'm supposed to be. The idea here is not to die. There's also a moo in that egg right, not a moo, sorry. The enemies are called moos. There is a Phantomile in that egg there, which we can rescue. Alright, so given the length of this run, and considering what just happened, some checkpoints I do skip, like normally, because I'm trying to go fast, but I figure I should try and grab a lot more of them. Especially the ones that are right there, that like only lose like a second if you grab them. Alright, so we're gonna come up on the World 3 boss here. His name is Gog Bohm. He's pretty cool to do quickly, which I will try to do, of course, but it's pretty hard. The idea is to do some damage boosting through him and some move manipulation to get him in nice positions, but it doesn't always work out that way. But I will try nonetheless. Okay, I missed that one. Um, that would have been a perfect Gelg if I actually got it. I went silent for a long time there because I was just trying to focus and not screw up. But I did pretty well, I'd like to say. A noob runner actually found a faster way to do that. That actually saves time in the tasks of this game. It's around a second faster, but I'm not sure why I did that. But it is a lot harder, that 1 second time save. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I was trying to go for a thing I do there, where I chain 2 double jumps there to reach this upper area, but I forgot how or my timing for that, so I kind of screwed it up. There is a really cool skip we can do here in this section. There's actually 2 ways to do it. One's like the normal cool skip, the other's an ultra skip. I'll be going for the normal one because I can't do the cool one that well. So we're going to be doing a ton of chaining double jumps here and move manipulation. So we grab that guy, grab him as he respawns, grab that guy like that, then grab these 2. It's pretty cool. And this saves having to do like a long this saves us having to like continue running right there normally. And there we go, that's 4-1. Alright, 4-2, we get to see another application of Ultra Jumps. You only really get to see them in 1-2 and 4-2, as Ultra Jumps only work with wind currents. And there are only 3 levels in the game that have them, so... I almost missed that one. But I didn't, so we're good. But yeah, if you remember my explanation from earlier, Ultra Jumps store the position that you do them at. So here, I'm going to Ultra Jump at this lower position. Okay, if he wahoos and you don't got it. Alright. There we go. So now that we did at our lower position, we can jump into this part, just like that. Cutscenes give you iframes, which is why I was able to just walk through those enemies there. Alright, so we're going to be doing a variation of that here. If I can get it. Alright. One more try. Alright. The idea is that you don't want to have to come up here and grab this guy again. And then do this. You can use a another ultra jump to get up there faster. It's like a variation of the ultra jump that I did earlier. Alright, we're gonna skip a pretty cool cutscene here. Whoa, what happened to Guy's house? That's weird. Huh, that's weird. I mean, it was perfectly fine a second ago, before the cutscene. It's just some boring story or whatever, no one cares. It's just a cutscene. Here's Palladium, the World 4 boss. He is one of the shortest bosses in the game. He has, 4 different attacks here. And he only does the attacks on his remaining shards there. But, if we want to avoid some of those attacks, we can destroy the shards we don't want. I always destroy the bottom 2 because I hate the yellow attack. It's very annoying. But yeah, as you saw, we can hit 2 of them at once, which saves a lot of time. It's really a shame that he was so short, or such a short boss. From what I remember, in like one of the beta versions, they actually had plans to make Palladium have a second phase. I'm not sure why they cut that part out. Or didn't fully consider it. Alright, so 5-1, there are 4 orbs here. I'm currently on a red path. But yeah, to beat this stage, there are 4 orbs you need to grab. Red, blue, yellow, and green. Alright, that's cool. Sometimes freaking boards don't give you their jump height. But yeah, I'm gonna end with the green orb because that one is pretty cool to end with. You can do it in any order really, it doesn't really matter, but I like doing it red, blue, yellow, green. Gonna grab you. I tried to double jump there so my move would pop him, but that didn't work out so well. I did it a little bit too early. Alright, another wall clip here. There you go. Oh, I was like, huh, there's a vision here that I always forgot to grab, like, casually. Or, like, while speedrunning. And it was in that room, and I almost forgot it again. So, I'm glad I got that one. And then, the last 2, I know their locations, so... Alright, so we're gonna go for yellow first. that's not how you do it. There we go. That egg right there, which I thought I wasn't gonna grab because I took damage, but I did. And then we get to do like a very cool strategy here in this stage. So you see that checkpoint in the background, right? Wouldn't it be cool if we could somehow hit that checkpoint and then not have to do like all the work required to, you know, do that normally? Like go into that door in the back there and then do that small little puzzle section and then everything else that takes a while. It'd be cool if we could somehow skip that. Oh, we can skip it? That's crazy.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's a really cool trick. You can throw that Moo into the background there, hitting the checkpoint, and then skip that entire green room. Alright, so 5-2 is a cycle-based level. You might see me wait in front of some doors or leave and re-enter the room. That's because you can actually manipulate these cycles to get them how you want by leaving and re-entering during an eclipse. So here I want it to be daytime when I come out, so I wait for it to start turning night. Then once it does, as soon as I come out, it'll be daytime, or it'll start turning day. That's useful because during nighttime you can't grab enemies, so I wouldn't have been able to make it over this jump right here if it was nighttime. I'd have to wait for it to turn day again. Oh, there we go. Oh shoot. I grabbed that. I can die for that one. I grabbed the checkpoint there. No, I guess I can actually. I can't go back downwards. It's fine.
It's alright with me.
Sorry?
I said it's alright with me.
Yeah. Was there one here? Yeah, there was. Alright, I do remember this room though. The task does a really cool thing here where right wall clips, and then, you know, because the right wall clips can get up here fairly quickly. But you know, right wall clips are different in how they work compared to left wall clips, which is why you hardly see anyone go for them. There are only some that are like really viable without losing too much time. And that is the door clip in 2-1. That is a right wall clip, which doesn't lose too much time. here, I'm gonna leave and re-enter so it becomes daytime. To understand why right wall clips work differently than left, I'd have to go into a bit more technical detail, which I can't do very well. Since the Moster is here, if he wants to, he can explain it a lot better than I could in the chat. But one thing I can explain is this right here. So there we go. The right side of that geometry, or the right side of that cage doesn't have geometry, so I can just grab the move out of it and double jump up here. In the remasters, you can't grab him out of the right side of that cage. They, increase that collision. But there are tricks in the remasters to still skip that puzzle there. In Klonoa Wii, you can just jump really well and make it. It's a little bit more technical than that, but the idea is you want to do a quote-unquote perfect flutter. And in that game, at the end of your flutter, if you wind bullet, you gain a little bit of extra height. So you do that in that section there to, skip that room. And then in Fantasy Reverie, the remaster of the remaster, they put an invisible wall there to stop you from doing that. But there's a checkpoint like right behind the invisible wall. So if you play on the game's easy difficulty, which increases your wind bullet range, you can hit it and then respawn past the invisible wall. So that's cool. Anyway, this is Joka. He has a day and night phase. Only during the day can we hit him. It's like right now with these moves. We're gonna have 2 night phases because we can only hit him 3 times here before he changes the time. And then, wow, I'm not doing so good. Wow, I am not doing so good. There we go. This fight went a lot better in my any percent run earlier. But yeah, during his night, he just changed all the tiles to yellow to make it daytime again. The task actually only goes through 1 phase because of a really hard trick you can do. The idea is if you get your moves in a certain, position, like if you get good enough RNG, and then you hit Joka within the first frame of his turning around animation, when he hits a wall, he'll be stuck in place. So you can just keep throwing moves at him and prevent him from moving, and then skip that entire second phase, which would save around a minute, but not only do you need good RNG to actually make it useful, you also need to, hit him on that first frame of his turn animation, which is not easy to gauge. Alright, so Vision 6-1 is pretty cool. Right at the beginning, you'll see me, well, in a little bit, once I enter the room. We're gonna damage boost across here. And then after this section, we're going to wall clip to the left. Because that is the area to the next room we're supposed to be in. So I'm going to wall clip here. Alright. So we just skipped like a lot of rooms there. Which is good, because there's no visions in those rooms, so. In any percent, you can actually skip this entire level. Like, every single room I've been in so far, you never get to see, for the most part. Just because, with wall clips being available, you can, over here. I think I'm forgetting one. It's fine. The one that I'm forgetting though, you can do a really cool strat, which I would not be able to correctly do. Or at least not after months. Oh, I'm not missing one. I guess I'm thinking of something else then. Okay, that was bad. Okay, that was bad too. There we go. The idea is, after hitting the green, orb there, you can just turn around, and I forgot I need to bring some Mew here. You just, you know, hit Ghost a bunch of time to, you know, backtrack to where you need to be, and then not have to re-enter the rooms. But that is really hard to hit successfully, so. And then you know how the room that I was just in was at the beginning of the stage? Yeah, if you wall clip there, you can just come to the last, you know, room instantly. Which is what the 80% does. It just wall clips to the left there, then double jumps upwards, which is pretty cool. Alright, so 6-2. Talking about 80% once again, you can skip this entire level as well. But, you know, because you actually have to collect visions in this category, I can't do that. Alright, so here, we're going to grab this vision, and then you notice how the door where it's supposed to go is just right to our left? Well, watch this. Yeah, That's pretty cool. Thank you for the good luck, Neil. Alright, so we could wall clip to the left there, but that's pretty hard. So instead, we're just going to get on top, hit this guy, then get on top of his collision, and walk through the box. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so I'll need to redo that, because I didn't grab him in time. That's how it's supposed to go the first time. Whoops. I somehow missed the button to grab him there. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna try jumping over this guy at the right time to get damage boost to the right. Like that. Grab that vision. With that, we now have all of them in this stage. And then once again, we're going to dual clip to the left here. This one's pretty scary because you can die. Yep. That's what I was worried about. But it's fine. I have a checkpoint from not too long ago. So it is pretty scary going for a lot of the wall clips in this category, because most of them lead to certain death if you fail. Which, you know, is not the nicest. Especially when you have to get these frame clips here. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we have now finished 6-2. We're gonna be heading into the penultimate boss, Gaudius. He's not the friendliest, but I'll make do. It is possible to get a corruption and crash your game in this boss fight, which I had the pleasure of doing in my last marathon. But, you know, if all goes well, that will not happen here. Alright, so I can only hit him 5 times there, which is kind of sad. So I'm actually not sure how that's going to make this work out. I'm going to try and wait for that rocket with 2 to come down. Alright, perfect. That was a perfect Gaudius. We skipped his 3rd phase. If you're smart with your enemies there, you can completely skip his final phase, which is pretty good. Alright, now, because this is all visions, which means I have to play the final vision. And because I did not collect all Phantomilions, I cannot do that without, you know, having collected all of the Phantomilions. So I'm gonna load my save with all of them, just so you get to see me play the extra vision. There you go. This is not my time, by the way. This 141 is not mine. As cool as it would be to have a time like that, it's not. My current time is actually, I want to say around a 150, like a 155. But yeah, this is just like a gauntlet of things the game gives you for, you know, completing the game. Oh, okay. Well, that's fun. Yeah, Moser makes a good point there. That, I'm gonna do this the normal way since I forgot how to do it the fast way. But yeah, Moser makes a good point there. 141 requires you to use IGT strats, which are not useful RTA, because you'd be losing time RTA. Wahoo! Wahoo! Alright, there we go. try to, you know, not die there. I want to say this is one of the hardest levels to, you know, get right, quickly. Because there's a lot of things that could go wrong and, you know, screw you over. But, you know, that wasn't too bad. You know, the death happened, but, you know, it's whatever. Alright, so that was extra. Now we're on to the final vision. So I want to say around 3 minutes before it's the next runner's time to shine. So during this first phase, well, yeah, Nautium has 3 phases. In the first, we're gonna fill up all these cannons here, and then avoid his tongue attack because that would waste a lot of time. Hopefully I can grab this enemy before he pops it. Please don't pop the enemy. Please don't pop the enemy. Alrighty, I got him. Well, that's unlucky. I tried to get if he spawned to the right there, he would have spawned like right where I wanted him, but he didn't. So you can skip that like final hand attack he does there. But, you know, I wasn't fast enough to do that. And I didn't get the right spawn there. He spawned to the left there instead of the right, which is what I was hoping for. Alright, so we're going to take an intentional death here. Just to skip a little bit of the waiting that this second phase has. In this phase, you break, you know, all the crystals that he gives you. He has some attacks, but, you know, you can usually just avoid them. Some of them do kind of get in the way, which can screw you up, but, you know, that wasn't too bad. Alright, and that's the second phase. Alright, now into the third and final phase. Nahitum is now cranky. He's very mad that we blew him up from the inside. But we're not done with him just yet. We're gonna continue filling these cannons. Our friends here, our companions, are now at the bottom of the stage. So we have to double jump over these pits to give them the ammunition that they need. And then once all 5 cannons are filled, they will shoot at Nautium, and then that will be time. Alright, that is all 5 cannons filled. We will now shoot Nahitum, and he is dead in 3, 2, 1, time.
GG.
GG. Thanks for having me, you know, it was fun.
Thanks so much. Any shout-outs you want to do just before we finish up and move on to the next one?
Um, yeah, actually, I'd like to shout out Amoser for being in chat here, giving some explanations for stuff that I'm not very good at explaining myself. Also, you know, for helping out with the All Visions task, which led to some creative and innovative stuff that we use in RTA now. I'd also like to thank Balneor for that as well. But that's all from me.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, stick around. We have just had a donation just before we go to another intermission. A £50 donation from Anonymous saying the rights for non-gender conforming kids in the UK need to improve. Here's to it. Thank you so much for that. And with that donation, that has now surpassed any of our marathon totals in the past. We have beaten Go Fish 2023 and No Fish 2024. We are now at £220. And we've still got runs left for the day. Stick around, we have Penguinic Kelvin coming up by Chotu. So we are going to go for a quick intermission. We will be right back.